Some of you have already heard of things like Set Squared. So Set Squared is a partnership with 6 universities across the south. We do focus heavily on things like research commercialisation, but we also run business support at our institutions. So at the University of Exeter, and I'll get onto this in a sec, the University of Exeter, we run an accelerator programme. So it's quite specific, it's quite niche, and it's about pushing those that fit that eligibility all the way to that kind of big success. So it's not necessarily open to everyone. And what we're looking for at that accelerator is R&D commitment in STEM and a scalable business model, and we're looking to take you through to growth milestones such as investment. So if that's you, I'd love to speak to you anyway. It's not bound by any kind of funding restrictions anymore, so it's the South, and the South can mean a lot of things, so please come and speak to me.
I mean, Tech Southwest, the clue is in the title. We do tech and we do it in the Southwest. And I get asked 2 questions: what do you mean by tech and what do you mean by the Southwest? The easier answer is tech, because Southwest is like, well, if you're in Cornwall, the Southwest is very different than if you're in Gloucester. But basically we cover the whole of the regional development agency, the old RDA region from Gloucestershire, Wiltshire down, and we're just trying to support the tech sector. And that's how it started, and it's expanded out into the non-tech organisations now, talking more and more around them, because everyone is on that tech journey. So we run a few different programmes. I think the one most relevant around Somerset and companies is GrowForge. So GrowForge, after a couple of pilots in terms of startup studio, scale-up studio, now been running for 2 years. We've got over 110 companies who've gone through it in the last 18 months. About over 50 companies on it at the moment, and they're all getting ready for the Investor Day in 2 weeks' time, where 12 of those companies who had specialist input, pitch training, pitch support, and have been sense checked, and we talked to put them with some angels and some other investors in the build-up. They're now going through to 14 funds on that day up at UE Future Space. So the funding bit is a huge part of the journey in terms of getting the right money at the right time. That's not going to become a bind, but it's actually going to propel you forwards. I guess that's just one part of GrowForge in terms of a programme. So.
I'm David Wone. I'm Councillor David Wone. I'm the Associate Lead Member for Business Partnerships at Somerset Council. What that all means is that I am tasked with being out on the road most of the days of the week, networking with small and micro businesses, getting them to talk with each other, talk with their representative organisations, and talk through us with Somerset Council to engage in dialogue that enables Somerset Council to tailor its business support package to the business sector across Somerset. I'm here this afternoon at the Digital Innovation Centre in Taunton, one of 3 innovation centres in our suite across Somerset. The digital innovation here is, as the name suggests, digitally themed. It's with a focus on digital data and innovation. The 2 other centres are the iAero Centre in Yeovil, which is aerospace focused, and the Somerset Energy Innovation Centre near Bridgewater, which is at the moment occupied mostly by EDF and its subcontractors for the Hinkley Point C project. Today at the Taunton Digital Innovation Centre, we hosted an event attended by entrepreneurs, business owners, employers, the support agencies such as Business West, education and the local authority, just getting our heads together to address the challenges and the opportunities that exist in the digital data and innovation sector across Somerset. We did this show as one of a series of 5 events in the Invest Somerset series, which are designed to launch the new Somerset Economic Prosperity Strategy, which is about Somerset getting direction of travel for its economic development strategy up until 2045. Ambitious goals for the next 20 years are: 1, productivity and well-being in line with the national average; 2, higher than average national attainment for higher level skills; 3, 10,000 fewer people in economic inactivity, 4, no areas of Somerset within the most deprived nationally. For the record, Somerset has 14,000 people living in 9 areas of Somerset within the most deprived 10% nationally. And finally, we want to achieve our net zero target. Yeah, at Somerset Council, we are open for investment. We are actively seeking investment, not only from central government, but from the private sector. We are aware that with the onset of data and digital, and more specifically AI, the amount of grid power required for the data storage requirements is enormous. And one of the big challenges we have in Somerset is to ensure that our grid capacity is not only sufficient, but also self-sufficient to run that operation. In summary, the economic prosperity strategy sets out a roadmap that encompasses 5 priorities to build a flourishing, fair and green economy, building on our distinctive assets and opportunities, building an aspirational workforce that is fit for the future, creating a dynamic business environment, supporting flourishing places and communities, and enabling the infrastructure that underpins it all.
Thank you, David. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.